Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Karex to this sort of beginner playthrough of Crusader Kings 3. We're playing as Bjorn right now. Bjorn has still not died. He is now 58 years old. We're in a war for the holy site, one of the Astro holy sites here, and a big chunk of sort of the Danes territory, which is also of relevance to us because it is of our culture and our religion. And the Danes have actually taken some land of us, so we're going to end up taking their heartland over here, which is going to be nice. However, we've actually been losing the war because they're winning all the battles. They're winning all the battles. Slipping away. Bjorn seems to have been having difficult time at our latest feast. He sneaked out early and was not seen for the entire rest of the evening. So he's impatient. That gives him more monthly prestige. It gives it a learning hit. We don't really want him to have a learning hit, though. Although he is like he's like a diplomatic character. We don't want him to be shy. Shy is not good. Gluttonous. Gluttonous, actually, what does that give you? Reduce stewardship. Stewardship is nice to have. Is impatient really a bad thing? Is impatient really a bad thing? It's not a good thing, that's for sure. It's certainly not a good thing. So they are going to try to land on our capital and siege that. We can go back and we can win this battle again. So actually the interesting thing we can do, we're going to do something a little cheesy here. Oh, they're moving off. They're moving off. I wonder why. Kids are going to get 3 random skills. A 1 to 3 random skills. Whatever. Some of them are going to get 1. Some of them are going to get 3, 2. Yeah, they moved off. They're kind of. Why are they doing this? They're fidgeting around over here. It is very strange to me. I don't know whether I should be concerned about these guys or not. We actually captured their king. We've gone up to 100% war score. We have won the war. Holy cow. Get out of here, guys. Get out of here. The war is over. The war is over. We took their capital, we captured their king, and then we basically got to really force the demands there. That is crazy. Alrighty, so we're going to keep this one for ourselves, the holy site here for ourselves. It's also for development. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Whew, that was a tough war, guys. That was a tough war. So we have a truce with them, but we still want to come up here and beat these guys up, to be honest. Because we want to get to this other holy site. We need 3 holy sites. We only have 2. We need 3 holy sites in order to reform the religion, which is one of our objectives. Is Zealand still under... No, Lotharingia has taken back Zealand. That's not good. Lotharingia is not doing so hot right now. Lots of wars right now for Lotharingia. I think we might want to actually go to war for Zealand if it'll let us. If it'll let us do this. That could be our 3rd holy site, and it also we're a powerful nation, so this would secure. It would make France a little bit. It would get us. It would put us in a scary position against with France being right at our border. But I kind of feel like, oh, they're allied. They're allied to Italy. And while they're relatively weak, Italy is relatively strong. And they have just like, look at that alliance network. It's just crazy. But they're losing all these different wars. So I don't know if they're like, I think it's a similar situation as what we had. I don't know if they can. These mercenaries aren't going to last forever. That's pretty risky. That's pretty risky. This guy's also, he's not super old, but he's not young. If he was to die, all these alliances would be nulled, mostly. Most of them would be old. In fact, actually, interestingly enough, Italy is the heir. How does that work? The heck? The heir to Lotharingia is the Italian king. Why is it not his own kids? Why is it not his own kids? That's so interesting to me. He's a sibling, but he's got his own kids. I don't know what's going on there. But either way, when this guy dies, boom, Italy's going to get a lot bigger. Italy's going to get a lot bigger. So it's kind of like, do we sneak in there now? Do we sneak in there and take that now? That'd be another tough war, and we just had a tough war. Choices, choices, choices. Oh, interestingly, guys, look at this. Interestingly enough, our subject actually took back that land themselves. So this land was owned by these guys, but they've taken it back already. So we don't explicitly have to go to war there. We don't have to go to war there. Afton's a lot weaker. Could be that our subjects might take advantage of this and attack these guys on their own. That'd be amazing. Because our subjects can actually do their own wars. And they can expand the country on their by themselves. Alfred's getting stronger. There's a good amount of money in Canterbury that we could go collect. Jorvik's pretty weak. Alba's pretty strong. I feel like our brothers are going to have a hard time over here. I feel like they're going to have a hard time over here. Is this an entire complete duchy? It is. So we could just swing up here and we could just take this duchy. That might, and then that will get us one away from a holy war up here. I think that would be the easiest thing we could do. It would be the easiest thing we could do. Let's move our rally point up to here. Actually, no, there's fighting going on there. Where our rally point goes, it underneath. It was like underneath that banner right there. Let's just declare on these guys. Let's use the mercenaries while we have them. We have 500 piety still. I'm just going to grab up the higher quality troops and just basically not worry about our actual core levies here. So let's go right in there with all of these dudes here. It's actually not going to let us go into... I didn't actually see if they even had allies or anything. Whoops, that was me being kind of silly. Holy cow, that was me being a little silly there. Turns out they have some allies, guys. Turns out they have some allies. We'll have to see where they end up going or not. They have a few allies. I think this war is decisively, we're going to do fine in this war, but our heir is unmarried. Wait, the grandson is the heir? Why is the grandson our heir? Why is it not our son? Let's go to succession laws here. He's going to inherit the kingdom. He's going to inherit these. All of these are going to get split amongst our other sons. I think we need to enact a Scandinavian elective. And we need to... that's going to make it so that there's a vote now. Nominate your successor. So if we look through here, what do we do here? Our daughter is actually strong and intelligent. But it'd be very hard to get other people to vote for her. Wait, she's a concubine? What the heck? That's kind of a bummer. She's some random concubine. How did that happen? Her husband died, and then we never, remarried her, I guess. So that's not going to work out. We're not going to be able to play as her. Bjorn Bjornsson is, it's not great. This guy's at least has quick. I mean, at least it's something. At least it's something. Because they're both getting diplomacy educations. I'd rather actually grab... I don't know, it's just a tough situation. It's a tough situation. This kid's not even getting an education, for crying out loud. Well, we can give this guy a intrigue education, and we can make him the heir. Or we could try to make him the heir. So we can hit this banner down here, open up the view election, and then we can go through and we can find that son. This son right here. We're going to vote for this guy. So he's going to become, it says he's going to become the new player heir. We'll see if other people vote with us or not, because other people get a vote too, but I think we get the bulk of the votes. But the thing is, if we go to our succession now, okay, so he's going to get those 2 bits. Our grandson is still going to get this for whatever reason. Okay. That's not really that relevant. This guy's going to get that province. This guy's going to get that province. This guy's going to be down here. It is what it is. We're going to loot. Our land's going to get chopped up in 7 different pieces, but it kind of just is what it is, unfortunately. We can continue to increase the tribal authority, but I think we're high enough on that, to be honest. Hey, our wife's gaining skills. Nice. What are we working on down here? Man, this is taking forever because we're so terrible, like, intellectually. Oof, that's one of our big problems, it seems. These enemies don't seem to be sieging anything. They just seem to be standing there in the forest, just kind of hanging out, chilling. This is going to be good, and then we'll be able to take the capital. And the war might be over with taking the capital. It's hard to say. Is this guy on the battlefield? No, he's not. He's in his keep. He's in his keep. So in 7 months, that'll be taken. We have enough money here. Let's go back here and let's build. Let's click on our castle, our main castle. This is what our son's going to inherit directly. So let's make sure we start building these things frantically. And investing in that province so that when he takes it over, he'll be able to sort of maintain... Oh, we don't need to call in an ally for this war. No, no, no. Few champions. Wow, do we really have 2 few champions? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We don't even have enough people to fill the ranks. So many people died in those battles earlier. Wait, I want to get this guy out of jail. Holy cow, this is our friend. This guy's supposed to be our main dude here. He's also supposed to be our court physician. I do not want that guy to be a knight. I do not want that guy to be a knight. This guy's our spy master. Don't be our knight, please. This guy's our steward. Don't be a knight, please. This guy's our chancellor. Whatever. Not as important, I don't think. Family members can get married. I mean, this guy's going to inherit some land here, you know? Making sure he's getting married. Wasn't he betrothed to someone? Didn't we hook this guy up already? Says this is our granddaughter, so that would be an inbreeding situation. That could be good. She had intelligent, and she had some claims on some land and stuff. Our granddaughter actually can inherit, can marry someone as well. This guy's robust. This guy's Herculean. This guy's intelligent. Not seeing any geniuses here. This guy's a young Herculean boy. Herculean seems good. So those guys are taken care of. We have the active election for Sweden. We know we have too few champions. Powerful vassals want stuff. That's fine. We can usurp this if we wanted to. It's going to cost us 250 gold, however. We can create a duchy. That's going to cost us 75 gold. So we'll remind ourselves of that. And we can lawfully imprison this person, so we might as well try. It's never completely a guarantee, but we do need to make sure that we're befriending someone as well. And we want our counselor to be working on, I always forget which button it is, gaining control in this province, because control is super low, right? It's at 0. So we need to build that back up to 100. That takes a few years. That takes a few years. These guys are, oh, they are sieging something. Good for them. Good for them. We're going to take the capital, though. They're just going to take some random province. We could even maybe scare them off of that by marching down there as soon as we can. Let's see what happens if we do this. Will they react or will they stay? The AI kind of cheats a little bit so they know we're coming for them. That can sometimes scare them off, but it seems like in this case they kind of know what's up. In this case they know what's up. That's fine. That fort right there is not important in the grand scheme of things. We're just going to continue to siege out the actual war goal itself and get the benefits from that. Any of our court that's particularly, or counselors that's particularly weak? Not really. They're all pretty strong. We're known for being dedicated to our faith. That's good. These are 2 unmarried women that we can bring into the court. And we could, for very cheap, and we could potentially marry them out and get new people, new high prowess characters and stuff like that. Yeah, let's actually go recruit some knights. Search by prowess. This guy's at 25. Booyah, bring him in. Who is the other one that we just got? Here we go. Search by prowess. Some wandering dude. 17 prowess, good enough for me. Matrilineal, you got to make sure to hit that or they don't come to your court. They'll leave and go off with the men. So that's what brings them into the court. But that'll give us 2 more. What is your prowess here? He's a prisoner. Oh, he's actually a decent learned. You know, I'd be kind of interested to recruit this guy, to be honest. So negotiators release. Let's recruit this guy to court. He's shrewd. He's a wise man. He's got good learning skill. He could be a good educator, potentially, I think. I think that's what that does. We can go through and we can try to ransom some of these people, but they don't have the money to pay for them. So that is a no-go. We can also, that's right, we can also be like, hey, we don't have the money to pay for these peeps? Fine. Why is that tyranny? 20 dread and 100 piety. Let's go. For some reason, that one is tyranny, though. Don't know what that's all about, but let's just boost up our dread and have that be one of our additional 97 dread, almost maxed. It does decay down pretty quickly, though, so that's good that we were able to remember that. So those prisoners weren't, unfortunately, they didn't have money to be released. So it is what it is. We're just trying to siege this down. Of course, we can't do that while the game is paused, so let's unpause. Keep that going there. Maybe kind of a doofus. So the last trait, blessed are the meek. So do we want our guy here to be humble? This isn't actually our heir. Opinion of liege, opinion of vassals, piety. That's all good. That is all very good. It's better than deceitful. Deceitful, I think, is a sin for the Astro faith. The Norsemen are very sort of like, they're not about trickery. They're about, you know, confronting their problems directly. So we haven't actually engaged in any battles here, even though they have a good amount of troops. We're just sort of sieging them down here. Till death do us part. Our queen is dead. Oh, she died while pregnant. No. She was also, wasn't she in charge of educating our kids? Yes, she was. Yes, she was. That's a bummer. What we could do is we could try to go marry someone. Let's go try to marry someone that has good... Okay, hold on. This is the wrong thing. Let's click that to find spouse. There you go. For some reason, it was filtering that improperly. Let's go find someone that's maybe a genius to marry. And I just want to bring this person in order to be, not necessarily to have kids, although dang. I just want to bring this person in so that she can teach our kids. Great. Start teaching our kids. If we have a couple of kids of our own, that's probably not going to be a bad thing. Ooh, she's possessed and she's a lunatic. I don't know if we noticed that when we were marrying her. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong there? This guy's rowdy. He wants to be educated by someone with a good martial skill, potentially. But again, those other traits, the intelligence is a big factor here. So... we'll see if we have any kids or not with her. If we do, great. If we don't, fine. I think once the siege falls, it looks like it's taking its time, but when that siege falls, the mercenaries are about to expire. That's fine. We had to get those guys for the last war, and this war should be over as soon as the siege falls. These guys are just kind of wandering around doing nothing. We're only 13% away. We're getting a little bit of ticking war score, but this should be like the entirety of the... because the war is for this entire area. So once we get this, we should have the entire thing. It'll take them 7 months to besiege that, but it'll only take us 4 months to siege this. Our dynasty is known far and wide. Okay, so we're going up more in renown. In fact, you know what? If we have the money, commission an epic. Oh, this is something else popping up here. Now, in this case, I think we're not going to worry about building up the dread because we already had a bunch of dread. We do need to actually go on a hunt. The heck? Does we have a chance to attempt suicide? That is intense. I don't think we want to die. I think we want to keep living. We do need to make sure that we're buttering up people. Making these people our friends. That was something that I forgot to do. So we're going on a hunt here. We don't have very good stewardship. I think we're going to just take the green option, even if it means we get less. We did the hunt mostly just to reduce our stress. It was getting a little high. I don't know why we have the option to attempt suicide. Holy cow. I don't know if that's because we're like brave or because we're impatient or something. I don't know. But presumably there's something that's given that contextual decision there to pop up. Fight champions, that's easy to do. Okay, is the war over? 100%. War is over. Force the demands. Booyah. So we just want to give away all this land. I'm not going to worry about it. As long as they're of our culture, lowborn, and our religion, then I'm sure they'll do fine. But you know what the heck? Let's make sure this guy's at least got, the last one at least has high prowess. 16, it's pretty good. So hopefully we should have plenty of knights now, right? If we go over here. Yeah, we have good knights. We have good knights. And we're recruiting more, right? We're inviting more to the court. So within the next few days, we should get some people joining the court here with good prowess. This guy, not so much. But we should get some that are 12 or above. There we go. 30 prowess. Wowzers, expensive, but fantastic. So we'll bring him on board. Get another perk here. Close family, plus 15. Okay, our family already loves us, but, you know, getting more positive relation with our family is not a bad thing. We can vassalize somebody. Ooh, that'd be fantastic. Heck yeah. He wants to join the party. Let's go. Let's add him in. We can designate a guardian for our daughter. Our daughter is trying to get a intrigue education. Let's grab someone who has a good inch. Sorry guys, a sneeze came out of nowhere on that. I think I muted the mic though for that, so hopefully that wasn't like chaos on your guys' part, but you guys could probably hear I was like, I couldn't say intrigue, I was unable to speak there for a second. So we do actually have the money to make these. And we need to. Let's make this one down here. And let's give it away to somebody. So 20, wow, these are all high prowess characters. We're going to lose some of them when we give this away. Let's give it to this guy though, because he's the highest prowess. Wait, what am I doing here? We don't want to give that away. Yep. Okay. Oh, did we just give away our counselor accidentally? That's fine. We'll add this. Oh, that's our spy master. Whoops. We'll add her as our spy master. She's good enough. So let's, oh, how much is it going to cost us to commission an epic? Only 50 gold? Okay, let's save up for that, because that was a huge amount of renown, which is good. Our renown right now is really decent amount because we're king, but unfortunately our sister has died over here, so we are no longer getting the benefits for being the queen of Novgorod. Oh, interesting, interesting. These guys have completely sort of formed up. They're now calling themselves a sort of a different, they have a different highest title, which makes sense because I guess we took that. So actually, you know what, that all makes sense. These guys are still allied to Hafton, but Hafton's quite a bit weaker. Quite a bit weaker right now than he was. He's also in a precarious position over here because I imagine he's probably he's at war with Alfred, right? King Alfred. So good luck to you, dude. Good luck to you, dude. Alfred is just absolutely insane. 22, 27, 23, 620. It's crazy. Redoubled effort. No, we don't need that. We don't need to gain stress just to have. That is going to happen eventually. Eventually. Letting some of these patrols go through as people come of age. I mean, he's a thinker, but I don't know. I'm not impressed with this guy's skills right now. Oh, this guy's bossy? So this guy could get a good, potentially, stewardship education. That could be great. People are arriving in our court. 15 prowess, that's pretty good. Because the knights are kind of always dying, right? So you're always kind of replacing the knights that die. We are trying to save up some money, though. I'm forgetting that. Can we actually vassalize you? He's at war. Base reluctance. It's only a -12. We could make this guy happier, and he might be able to do that just diplomatically. Dang, what if we befriend this guy? We have a 100% chance to befriend this guy. If we befriend this guy, holy cow. Is he gonna just like let us vassalize it? That'd be hype. That'd be hype. We need one war against these guys in order to take the Holy Land up here. This is good. This is all good. Why do we have so many troops? Where did these levies come from? Where the heck did those levies come from? We lost our mercenaries, didn't we? Mercenaries went bye-bye. 5,000 levies? Is that accurate? This guy better not be working on levies. He's not. He's not. Wait a second. Wait a second. Say we have... Wait a second. We can convert faith. Oh. Someone has come over here and conquered that province. We don't really need that province, to be honest. But one of our subjects has inherited it or conquered it or something. I wouldn't mind getting a base of operation over here in Wessex. Man, we could take... That'd be a big, thick raiding party if we took all 6,000 of our men and did something like that. If we actually were able to get this technology, we could get siege vehicles, which would give us a huge advantage in these wars. These wars would be much faster. The sieges that take like 6-7 months would only take like 3 months. It'd be quite crazy. We can imprison some criminals. Some sort of random lowborn. Unfortunately, if you're a lowborn, if you're unlanded, if you're a lowborn, you're going to be jailed for your crimes. Only the elite can avoid that. Let's do a commission epic, because that seemed like that was kind of fun last time. Oh, I'm such a doofus. Will we just go into debt? Can we do this? Yeah, we could do that. Okay, we could take decisions. You're in debt. Yeah, okay, so we're going to be getting out of debt, though, eventually. In fact, I wonder if that actually prevents these guys from wanting to be vassalized by us. Why would you want to accept vassalization from someone who's in debt? More renown. Let's focus on renown again. I think that's the benefit of taking the epic. But it does certainly give you just a disgusting amount of prestige, too. Which that prestige does not pass on to our son, unfortunately. It does not pass on to the son. Yeah, we're just having kids galore. We're just having tons of kids. We don't really need 500 martial lifestyle. That's just not what we're working on right now. Were we already... Wait a second. Did we already have 500 martial? I'm a doofus. We already had 500 martial. We could have actually plugged in... I'm a doofus. We could have plugged one of these things in. 15 natural dread, extra control growth, more prowess, casus belli, reduction, 50% cheaper casus bellies. That would have been nuts. So that was silly. I forgot that we had taken that similar thing. I knew that was familiar. I just didn't know if we had taken it or not previously. Honestly, I think we could just keep attacking these guys as well. But we know that the holy site... Who owns this? Actually, now Italy's weaker. Interesting. Italy's a little bit weaker than they were. We can't declare war while we're in debt, huh? It's not an option. Just imprisoning people, but we can just... Oh. He can't afford his bail there. I think the vassal's happier with us by sharing the story with them and such and running it by them. Yeah, we're not going to do that while he can't fully really afford it. Kind of just hanging out, trying to get out of debt here. And we're getting out quickly, but... Whoa! Interesting. Heck no, we're not going to risk infection. Heck no. We never had any kids anyways, to be honest. We never had any kids anyways. Consumption, my poor son. Oh no, our son is sick. One of our sons is sick. Severe health penalty. So we can either do something drastic, a risky treatment may have great outcomes, but also lead to worsened symptoms or permanent injuries. This guy's an amazing physician, so he'll probably actually do a good job. Nature's going to take its course. Nature's going to take its course with that son. So that son might not make it, so to speak. No, I don't think we're going to worry about spending more money. I think we'll be fine. It'll be a good enough epic. We don't really need extra prestige, and I think that's one of the things it does. But we do want to, of course, try to get more renown. This is a war against Alba. I guess we're going to be accepting this. We don't have to. If we decline this, we lose fame. If we accept this, we have a chance to gain prestige. We don't really need to gain prestige for anything, but we could still accept this. I mean, we're in debt. We're just kind of hanging out right now. We could send some troops over to help out. Maybe we should. Maybe we should, right? Just to go get some prestige and just bash some heads, I guess. Guys, thanks everybody for hanging out for another episode. Now we're really just, like I've been saying for the last couple episodes, we're not really teaching the game anymore. I don't really know. I'm going to have to go through and see if we've done a decent job on the first episodes teaching the game or not. I think this is going to be like part 1 attempt at a playthrough for Crusader Kings 3. And just sort of like the life of Bjorn, right? And we'll sort of play through Bjorn's life on this playthrough. And then after that, I think we're going to end up probably taking another stab at teaching the game. Now that we've learned sort of maybe the ways that we can sort of better sort of build that foundation and go through things and build that context and stuff. I don't think this has been the best tutorial that we could ever make. It's certainly not as good as some of the EU4 tutorials that we have on the channel. But thanks everybody for hanging out. If you guys have questions, that will help make the next tutorial better. So please ask questions where things didn't make sense or where things were glossed over or whatever, where we went too fast or too slow or whatever. So thanks everybody for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one.